Hey, it's Tuesday and I'm back out on the Willoway docks. Let's take a walk through the dock and look at these gorgeous plants. Up here we're looking at New Gen Independence. Nice consistent pole here, gorgeous crop. You can see here the PJMs are starting to bloom. They got a lot of buds and blooms on them. They're looking fantastic. You want to get those in your lots. We've seen a lot of the rhododendrons here starting to ship. You can see those buds are very tight, but you know, you want to get your spring bloomers in there. Looking good. We're looking at some 3-gallon. These are Bloomerang Dark Purple. Gorgeous. You see the buds starting to form on them? You see a lot of these on the dock. These are the Thuya Fire Chief. Again, nice fresh spring color to those. A gorgeous pull here on these 3-gallon Mr. Bowling Ball. I'll give you a peek at some 3-gallon. These are Green Velvets. Nice. See a lot of boxwood on the dock here. We're looking at our 3-gallon. These are Cranberry Creek. Something a little larger here, we're looking at our 5-gallon. These are Green Velvets. You can see nice heavy full plants, good value. Again, the paniculata hydrangea are just starting to leaf here. You can see they're all cut back, but you can see the leaves are starting to break on them. And then here, wow, look at that. This is Salix nishikis. You can see they're starting to leaf and getting a little of that nice color on them. Starting to see a lot of the fragrance coming out here. The fragrance here on the dock is wonderful. You've got a lot of buds and blooms on them. Looking good. Here we're looking at some 19 centimeter. These are Carl Foresters. This is a new one in the Bloomerang series of lilacs and proven winners. This is Per Pink. So this one has a little lighter pink color to the flower. Wow, look at all those buds. We're looking at 3-gallon Prunus Estina, and you can see the buds are just starting to open. A lot of the mop cypress, we have 2s and 3s that are looking fantastic on the dock here. And then here's a little bit larger. These are the 2-gallon Carl Foresters. You can see a lot of the lilacs coming up here. The buds are just starting to come up. Haven't quite opened yet, but a lot of bud and bloom on those coming. And then down here, we're looking at some fantastic deals on these 3-gallon Performance Mana. Looking at some 1-gallon. These are Stuart Red. And you can see the buds are just starting to peek out there, getting a little color to them. Over here, we're looking at Kieran azaleas. Again, just starting to crack that bud, showing some nice color. And then over there, you see some of the whites. So it's time to get those azaleas in. And then, hey, look at these. Gorgeous 2-gallon Blue Star junipers. Peek there at some Xberry azaleas. And again, more lilacs in the background. A lot of buds and blooms. Those buds are still tight on those. Big, heavy 3-gallon Gray Owl junipers. A lot of those shipping out for landscape jobs. A peek here, we have several varieties of grasses starting to come up. This one here is Miscanthus gracilis, but all the grasses that are on current here have got that nice new growth tool. See a lot of folks getting those azaleas here. We're looking at some 3-gallon Stewarts. Nice big heavy 3-gallon crop this year. Then coming over here, they got these stringed out to go in the truck, but these are some 3-gallon Green Mountains. Looking at Phlox subulata Emerald Blue, and you can see just starting to see some bud color on those. That's an early color plant for spring, so you want to get your subulata phlox in. The background there, we're looking at Nepeta. Several varieties of Nepeta are looking fantastic now, can-full plants. Then swinging over here, we talked a little bit about this one. This is Aurelia Sun King. Gorgeous golden yellow color to these, handful. Then you see the Buddleia crop, you know, they cut them back, they're breaking out, they're looking pretty good here. A lot of perennials starting to wake up. Hostas are starting to unfurl and open. And here we're looking at Leucanthemum Becky, just giving you a kind of a swing here, looking at where perennials are coming. Looking good. For perennials in the background there are the Dianthus Paint the Town series. Coming down here, we have some Geranium Roseanne. They're starting to break growth here. Again, Phlox, this is Bedazzled Pink. You can see it's coming along really nicely. Again, several other varieties of Dianthus are coming on looking good. There we're looking at some Creeping Thyme. Spin over here, Sedums. Sedums are looking really good right now. Iris are starting to pop here. Those are Phlox, the Paniculata series. Canful, looking good. Here we're looking at some Golden Globe arborvitaes, Glavosa aureus. Again, more of the mop cypress, several varieties of barberry, and spirea starting to color up. I mean, look at this spirea. You're looking for color, you know, that foliage color on spirea when it opens up is just amazing. And then over here, look at the new growth on these 3-gallon Bernie bush. Nice, heavy, full plants. So next up here, we're looking at Proboscia. These are little spires. You can see those are coming along nicely. Here we have some Japanese bloodgrass. You can see those are flushed out great. In general, you can see things are flushing out nicely. Don't forget small fruits. That's been a big one on the market. And you can see here we got a great crop. They're starting to flower, looking good. And at the Deutzia, the guys have got those trimmed back, shaped up. You see the little pearl flower starting to come on those. Several varieties of Deutzia. The roses, again, they've trimmed them, shaped them up for you. They're starting to flush and they're looking good. And you see a lot of the roses. These are 1-gallon roses here. Coming down, we're looking at some Achalasia, more Dianthus. You see Father Gillis blooming. Coming over here, we have some alliums. And then here we have some Mimones. Several varieties of Euonymus have flushed out. You can see that nice growth here. Great color plant for spring. This is Gold Rush from Proven Winter. Wow, check out these Eclipse hydrangeas. You know that foliage has come out in the houses here. We've had warm weather. Gorgeous, deep, dark color on these foliage. Here's another ticket here. We're looking at Mini Maroon from Proven Winter. More barberry here. These are the worry-free varieties, so these are sterile. And here we have Lemon Glow and Crimson Cutie. You know, nice, big, heavy, full plants here. Great color plants. Looking at some of the Sonic Bloom Flagella. Again, those are trimmed back. They're flushed out nicely. Here we're looking at Spilled Wine. We have Wine and Roses. You see the Mimones. Flagella is a great plant for your landscape, and they're flushing out nicely. We have some 3-gallon Ilex Pernanas. These are straight and narrow and sky pencil. Good value. You can see the Salix Nishiki, your breaking growth, looking good there. And again, don't forget your spirea. And look at the color on this foliage as it starts to break. A lot of these varieties open up in this intense color in the spring. And good color plant for you. Hardy plant too. And a lot of your paniculatas are cut back. You can see here, they're just starting to break. Come in here, look at these limelights here. You can see they're just starting to break growth, but the beautiful 3-gallon plants, heavy canes, and a nice value. Nice size on these 5-gallon. These are Winter Gem Boxwood. Here, you know, several varieties of ferns already. You know, we got pictures of those on the website, but you're looking at Autumn Brilliance. I believe that's Burgundy Lace. We have some Bernera. There's some 1-gallon Pachysandra. We have, these are more of the natural season type plants coming out of houses. And you can see they're flushed out nicely. And they vary, you know, by variety. But yeah, they're flushing out. They're looking good. Next up here we have some 2-inch. These are Cirsus Coveys. And they're lavender twist here. You can see the nice heavy full heads to them. Good grade on them. You know, the guys are digging in the field. So, you know, your orders got to get dug now because things are coming along quickly. These are just starting to break the buds. Another busy day as far as potted trees. Here you can see these gorgeous, there's a mix of 15, 25-gallon trees going out. You can see they're all tied up, ready to load up. So we got a great selection of potted trees available. Oh, look at these. These are gorgeous 10-gallon PJMs. Big, heavy, full plants. Coming over here, we're looking at some 15-gallon Hicksai. That's landscape grade. A lot of these are going out. Here we have our 25-gallon Arborvitae. Nice, big, heavy, full plants, 7-foot grade. Looking good. Hydrangea trees here. Great selection. You know, we have 7s, which is the white pot. Then we go over here to the 15s. And then if you're looking for a really big one, here we have our 25 gallons. So we got all price points in hydrangea trees here. You can see they're trimmed back. They're just starting to break growth, much like your shrubs. Good values here. Looking at some 7-gallon Blue Point junipers. Nice shape and size to them. Swinging over here, we have some 7-gallon burning bush. You know, swinging over here, we're looking at some 7-gallon. Those are Ann Magnolias. And again, the lilacs are coming up. They're looking good. Got a peek at some 7-gallon emerald green arborvitaes. Here at the end of the tree row here, we're looking at some beautiful 20-gallon. These are Crimson Centuries. Again, we have all price points in our container trees. Be sure to get with the team. We've seen these a lot on the dock. These are the 5-gallon Emperor ones. You can see the jet maples are just starting to leaf out. Good value on these 5-gallons. So, well, that's a quick walk through the dock. We've seen a lot of great looking plants. We'll stop here and take a second look at these 10-gallon PJMs with these beautiful blooms. Be sure to get with the sales team. Geez, I hope we're loading a truck for you.